Okay, let's start working with Ansible. Now that we have it installed, up and running, we've got our test environment created. You can reference back to previous videos to review how I have the test environment set up. Um, we're going to start by using Ansible in a ad hoc mode. Now, it can actually be run two different ways. So we can run Ansible as playbooks, which is probably the most common way to do it because it allows us to do multiple tasks simultaneously across a wide variety of devices. With ad hoc mode, what we're doing is we're running a single command against, again, a single device or multiple devices. And with Ansible, when you send a command in ad hoc mode, if you don't specify the module, it will assume the command module. Now, there's lots of different modules we can use in Ansible, and we'll touch on a few of them, which gives us a ton of flexibility. But the default one is going to be the command module. So let's play with that one. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to run Ansible. Now, if I'm doing just Ansible, that's running in ad hoc mode. Ansible-playbook is in playbook mode. So I'm going to do Ansible, and then I'm going to specify Ubuntu. Now, if you remember, in my inventory file, I specified a couple of machines in this Ubuntu group. Now, if I want to specify an inventory file, it would be -i and then the inventory file name. If I don't, then it's just going to default to the inventory file that's in my Ansible folder. And you can look back at a previous video to see how we set that up. So, Ansible, ad hoc mode, I'm sending a command to Ubuntu. And if I was doing a specific module, it would be -m and then the module name, and then -a and the arguments. Well, I'm not specifying a module, so I'm not going to leave that out. I'm just going to do -a for my arguments. And my arguments is what I'm going to send. And I'm going to put this in quotes. And I'm going to send an ls-la, so listing and then long listing and show all files from the /home directory. Now, this is going to run against all machines that I have here in my Ubuntu group. So I have two of them, Ubuntu 1 and Ubuntu 2. Need to make sure they are up and running. And here you're going to see our output. So right here, Ubuntu 1. And this is going to give me my directory listing from the home directory. So period, and then David. And you're going to see this from Ubuntu 1 and from Ubuntu 2. Right here, you can see the two different machines. So basically, I just use the Ansible command module in ad hoc mode to send the /home command to all devices in my Ansible group. So fairly straightforward. And it can be super powerful, and we can do a whole lot of things with it. Let's try sending a command to just one computer. So I'm going to clear my screen here. And this is going to be the command Ansible. And this time, instead of doing the groups Ubuntu, I'm going to specify Ubuntu 1, which is going to be one of my computers in there. And again, I'm going to send my arguments. I'm not sending a module because, again, we're using the command module. And this time, I'm going to cat the /etc/hosts file. And this should connect to Ubuntu 1 and display the file for me. Hey, let's see if I can actually spell etc correctly, shall we? So let's look at the error message. Task failed, module failed, non-zero return code, command raw parameters. This is the command that generated the error. So no such file or directory. And this is my actual error code that tells me, hey, you typoed the path up here. So let me get this correct, and we'll send it again. And there we go. Here is from Ubuntu 1. Again, we've identified our machine name, and all of this right here is the contents of my etc host file. Okay, pretty straightforward, right? All right, let's try this. We're going to try something a little more interesting. I am going to try to shut down Ubuntu 1. Actually, let me shut down all of my Ubuntu systems and reboot them. So again, I'm going to send a command, Ansible. I'm going to send this to everybody in the Ubuntu group. I'm going to do my arguments is going to be shutdown-r. Now, if this works, what will happen is it'll trigger a shutdown counter of 60 seconds, and 60 seconds from now, they'll both reboot. So I hit enter, and it can't. It says interactive authentication is required, and it gives this to me for both Ubuntu 1 and Ubuntu 2. Okay, we have a problem. We couldn't do this. What's going on? Well, what's happening is we need elevated permissions to do this. So what we're going to do is we are going to add another little option here. So this is going to be Ansible. And I'm going to do a couple of things here. Let's do Ubuntu, send it to both of them. I'm going to do -A and shutdown -R. Now, by the way, I could do a shutdown now. If you do that, by the way, that shutdown takes effect immediately. And it will shut down your machines immediately, but it will also generate an error, even though it worked, because the shutdown will trigger before it finishes disconnecting the Ansible connection. So the Ansible is going to connect, issue the command, and say, oh, my connection got terminated before I could shut it down, and that's what will generate the error message. So I'm going to do a couple of things here. I'm going to do -U David. So I'm specifying the user that I want to connect as in order for this to work. Then I'm going to use --become. And become tells it, I want you to become super user or switch user, become root. There we go, in order to do this. So basically it's saying sudo su. Become the root user in order for this to execute. And then I need to specify a password. So I'm going to tell it to ask -become -pass. So ask for the become password. And so it asks me, what's my become password? And I'm going to do my password and hit enter. And if this works, okay, here we go. Ubuntu 2, Ubuntu 1, and here we see our reboot scheduled, and then we can send a shutdown -C cancel. If I do it immediately, remember it's going to generate an error message, even though it will shut down for me correctly. Okay, there we go. We have sent our first commands over Ansible to remote devices using the Ansible command module and ad hoc mode.